Yeah, we're gonna play Dicey Dungeons today. If you haven't seen Dicey Dungeons, it is a somewhat RNG based rogue-like dungeon crawler. Came out a couple of weeks ago. I'm extremely excited to play it. I have seen a bit, I have played a bit, but we are gonna be on a fresh copy right here. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. Now I do want to say that I've been uploading some VODs to YouTube of Siege stuff. This is gonna find its way over there as well. I'm probably gonna segment it by each run will be its own video depending on how long it lasts, and we'll go from there, and it can kind of be its own little thing. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and check that out. My YouTube is down in the comments. There's also youtube.com/Sixxthice, same name as it is here on Twitch. And we're gonna go ahead and get started playing. I think everything's set now. You will notice that my cam's down in the bottom left corner instead of kind of over in like that mid right section where it usually is. That's just because this is kind of the best place to put it. It's also smaller, so it doesn't eat up a ton of the screen. So, oh, yo, Angelic, thank you for the 8 months, bro. Welcome back, man. So let's go ahead and get us underway here. Now there are a couple different characters. For some reason I have the thief unlocked. I don't know why that is. That's fine though. So we're just gonna start out playing the warrior and do his first chapter and go from there. Welcome back to the longest running game show on Earth, predating humanity by, I mean, I don't know how long. We didn't have calendars back then. A while. I will turn down the sound effects volume, or the voice volume. Just gotta turn on the main volume. Hopefully that's better. So basically, put you on a grid. So you get each different character. I'll kind of go through a quick run through. There are 6 different characters total in the game. Let me open a blind as well, just so I have a little more light in here. Ooh, that's too much though. Hopefully that just lets some light in the room and doesn't overexpose me too much here. That's all right. We'll deal with this for now. This is actually a little much. I probably should have done this before the stream, but here we are. And the YouTube group's gonna love it. All right. So there's 6 different characters. Each of them are actually like really unique. I know in a lot of games it kind of feels like they have some unique traits, but a lot of them play very similarly. This game, basically every single character feels different, and it feels unique and special, and it has its own quirks that none of the other characters really have. And then each run, you can also take the character you have and kind of itemize it to be its own little thing. You can do poison runs, you can do high damage runs, you can do defense runs, stuff like that. And so there's a lot of different ways to do it. So you'll kind of see, this is like the main grid. There's like 6 floors kind of, with a boss at the end. If you beat the boss, you beat the episode. Pretty simple. So everything's kind of tile based like this. These are enemies right here. This frog and this robot. Also noticing for some reason that my cursor is like off. Like I'm hovering, it's on the frog right now. Interesting. Yeah, well, we're gonna have to deal with that. Hopefully it doesn't cause too many issues. If it does, we'll find some way to mess with it. But so you can basically choose to fight these, and then if you get to this treasure chest, which is actually right here, then you can get like items and stuff from it. So we're gonna go ahead and fight this robot, and you can kind of see how the game itself will play. The cursor thing is actually like really bothering me, chat. I'm sorry. I might have to like legitimately go figure this out. Give me just a sec here. So I've never seen anything like this. I mean, I wonder if I play in windowed. It's still off. Let me look. Hold on. I do love when we have to do the problem solving partway through. Yeah, it's just flat out off. So let me see if I can do this differently here real quick. Try this. It's still off, huh? That's really strange, chat. I've never seen anything like that. Like the window ends like right here. Might just have to be something that we deal with here for a bit, I guess. Anyways, let's get through it. We'll get through this, and then maybe we'll take an intermission and go from there. Sorry for any of the YouTube viewers. I have not noticed this problem prior, but it is something that's going on now. So basically, you have a couple of things that you can do. So you have this combat roll, right? So this is a special thing that goes with the warrior who we're playing right now. The combat roll basically will let you re-roll a dice, and you can use it 3 times every turn. So let's say you don't like the one you have, you re-roll it into something else, you can get more. The other weapon, the other piece of equipment he has right now is the sword. And the sword will just do flat damage with whatever die that you put into it. So basically you can do either 3 damage right now or 1 damage this turn. And this is only usable once per turn, indicated by the fact that there's nothing that tells you how many times. It just means it's usable once. So we could put the 3 in there and do 3 damage and end our turn. Or we can re-roll the 1 and try and get something better or higher. So now we got the 4. So now it's better to re-roll this 3. We got a 6. We'll do 6 damage and we'll end our turn. Pretty simple. Okay, so we can do the same thing again this turn. So we need 6 to kill him. We'll go ahead and throw the 3 in there. We'll throw the other 3 in there. Throw the 1 in there. We got a 1. So we'll do 3 damage and end our turn. Now, some floors will have like health and stuff on them so that you can heal. The robot for early on does quite a bit of damage. So then we also have our limit break down here, which is different for every character. The warrior has fury, which will double his next action. So if we were to use our limit break, our fury, on the sword, it would hit the sword twice. So if we put in 6, it'll do 12 damage, etc. So we got the shovel. It'll do weaken damage, which is indicated by this symbol that's weaken, on a 6 and inflict 1 weaken. So just for, I'm actually not positive exactly what weaken does, although it did automatically get put in here, so we have it. So whatever you put in will do weaken damage, and then if you use a 6, it'll inflict 1 weaken on the target. Now what weaken does is, I believe it lowers the effectiveness of a piece of equipment, so you can upgrade it and get like combat roll plus or sword plus, and it'll do an extra effect. You can also get like sword minus, and it'll take away part of the effect. A lot of the times you'll see in like, I can put any number in here. I can put in a 1 through 6 die. If it were be sword minus, I might be able to only put a 1, 2, or 3 in, and it wouldn't let me put in a larger number. So that's kind of what that would do. So I think we're gonna save that and reroll the 2, reroll the 1. 5, 6 sounds pretty, or 5, 4 sounds pretty good to me. I think that's enough to kill anyways. So we're gonna do 4 weaken damage and 5 flat damage and kill the frog. And now you level up, you get XP based on the level of the opponent. So each one we just fought was level 1, so we got 1 XP for each of them, and you get money from fights as well. When you level up, you'll heal, and you will also get an extra die that you can use. So now you can see we're back to full health down at the bottom left. And then if you go down here to equipment, really weird to me. So you can store items here, and then you have basically 6 slots here that you can put them in. The sword takes up 2 slots, the shovel takes up 2 slots. So pretty simple. We'll go down to the next floor. So there's a lot of different things we can do here. We're forced to move through the health, unfortunately, which is just really bad for us. And then we've got the marshmallow, the wizard, and Sneezy. And Sneezy is a pain in the ass. But we're probably gonna have to go. Oh, I didn't realize that would heal you again if you're at full health. Like, it wouldn't heal you, and you could save it. So we do have our limit break here, which we might go ahead and try and use now. The way Sneezy works is basically if he rolls a 6, he does a lot of damage. If he doesn't roll a 6, he's useless. So I think we want to reroll the 2, reroll the 1, reroll the 1. We got a 6 and a 5. So we can do 12, 5, or we can do 16. So basically we can either do 16 damage or 17 damage, and then inflict 2 weaken or not 2 weaken, basically. If we use the Fury. So I think we're gonna go ahead and use it. Now and you can also see the enemy moves. So you can see that if he rolls a 6, he can use Spike Sharps, which will do 4 damage each, and then this one already has them in there. So they'll do damage as well. He basically puts the 6 into here and gets 6 1s, which he can then fill all these slots for. So that's why the 6 is really bad. I think I want to do. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna double the shovel. You can see it attacked there twice. It did 10 damage, and he has 2 weaken put on him now. Oh, I put the wrong one in. Oh, well, we just made like the worst turn possible. So I actually misplayed there. I should have put the 6 into the weaken, but I put the 5 in without paying attention. Thankfully, he did get a 3, so the most that he can do is 8 damage? Is 6 damage, I'm sorry. Okay, so we did get the 6 again, which we can just put into here. And then we just have lethal with the sword. Pretty good Sneezy fight, but he can be kind of frustrating to play against, honestly. I think we're gonna fight the wizard first. Okay, so I think we reroll the 3, reroll the 1. Probably reroll the 3. And we didn't get anything useful, so we're just gonna throw these in there. Do 8 damage and end the turn. So now he inflicted burn on us, right? So from this one, it'll deal 5 fire damage and it'll burn 2 of the dice. Now what that means is that these dice are on fire. So if I want to use them, I have to sacrifice 2 HP to touch them. If I don't want to use them, just don't touch them, because as soon as you touch them, then it'll activate the burn. It's not when you actually put it in. Now he does have poison, which, let's say you have 4 poison on you, it'll tick for 4 this turn and then you'll lose a poison. Next turn it'll tick for 3, then 2, then 1. So poison, over time, poison can be insanely bad. There's also freezing. What freezing will do is turn a dice into a 1. So let's say he freezes 2 dice here, like right here. It'll basically turn 2 of my dice just automatically into a 1. And then we have shock here. I'm trying to remember what shock does. I think I'd have to look now. I don't exactly remember. So when we get to shock, it'll probably refresh me a little bit. But at this moment, I'm not positive. I think I'm gonna just re-roll this. I want to re-roll it again. That's not what we wanted. We're gonna do it like that. Doesn't really matter. I just didn't want to take the 2 extra damage. Even though even for beating him, we will. Oh, he actually got 1 dodge here, so he'll avoid the next attack no matter what we do. So, what we're best off doing probably is dodging that and then throwing that in there and at least hitting him with the weaken. We can reroll for fun, but it does us no good. We do have our limit break here as well. Yeah, so you can see I inflicted the weaken and it turned his thunder spell into a thunder spell minus. So we have 2 frozen, so we're turning these 2 dice into 1s. Now it doesn't hurt us too much for that because we can re-roll them. And we do now have kill potential here as well. So we hit him with that, and he's dead. Pretty simple. And we do level up, so we are going to get a full heal. And now we get the choice to take any of our rewards that we're interested in. We can either take the boomerang. So you'll do double damage to the enemy, which will hurt yourself, or spike shield, which on evens will do damage, and on odds you'll take the shield. I'm gonna take the spike shield. It's pretty good. And it definitely gets slotted in there, and we're good to go. So this is a shop. Basically buy items here. Now, you know, broadsword is kind of just better than our sword. I'm probably gonna just buy that. Healing crystal is also okay. It is a low heal though, because it's a max 3. And then snowball is also pretty good, especially on freeze runs. We don't really have anything that we can amplify with the freeze. So I am going to just buy the broadsword and swap that for the regular sword. It is just +2 damage on every attack, and it gives us a good... The warrior is basically like the big fragging class, I guess. So, and we do have our limit break here. And so let's see. He does burn damage, it can burn a dice, and freeze damage, it can freeze a dice. We probably just want to reroll this 4, honestly. Ooh, I mean, that's pretty good. I'm gonna take the 5 shield, do 7 damage with the broadsword, and then do 6 weaken damage and apply the weaken. I think that's probably the best we could have gotten unless we had rolled a 6, but 1 damage isn't gonna make that much of a difference. And again, like, this is the best roll you could have had. We can do 12 damage and put up 5 shield, or we can try and get, I mean, we need a 4. I'll roll for the 4. We didn't get it. So we're still gonna put up 3 shield, do the 6 weaken damage, and drop him down. Oh, you're right. I actually only needed any even that I could have put in. Not that we got that anyways, but I forgot that that one did a 2 extra. The broadsword does 2 extra damage. So, and so it doesn't really matter what we put in. We have KP. And so go ahead and heal to full again. Get the equipment. And so this is a bump, so I'm not gonna take the bump right now. Though I think the bump is it's pretty crucial on a lot of runs. The bump basically will just add 1 to your die. So if you have a character that requires, you know, maybe needing a 5 and you have 2 4s, you can bump it up and it makes it much easier. So Stereo Head is weak to shock. So if we had anything that did shock damage, it would do double damage to him. Fortunately, we do not. Stereo Head's not too bad of a fight. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Now, I do have 2 6s, so I want to save those. I'm not going to use the limit break, I don't think. And I'm just going to throw the 4 in there and do 4 damage. The weaken and do another 8 damage. So that's pretty good. An 18 damage turn is pretty good. And so he did weaken our broadsword, so now we can only put in a max 3 here. So just because we have it, I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. And then just drop the 6 into shovel, and we're good to go. Ooh, so detonator. So detonator will basically do damage for poison. Detonator is a necessity. I'm probably gonna, yeah. Detonator is basically a necessity on poison runs. It doesn't. It's insane, especially if you can get good poison stacks. Okay, so I'm gonna reroll the 2. 5 4, huh? Gonna reroll the 2 again. I think I'm gonna take the shield and do 10. The shield is basically, it'll block incoming damage, so the first 5 damage I take will just be negated by shield. And we're good to go. It didn't hurt us. We do have 1 shock, which will, that's right. So shock will disable 1, and I have to put a die in there to undo it, basically. So because we have the 6, I'm gonna throw that in the shovel and do the weaken. And then, I mean, we might as well reroll and see what we can get. So I'll just take 5 shield. I think we have a chance to kill him next turn anyways. We did weaken his spanner, which is really nice. We can combine dice to get larger numbers. Handyman can be a little bit annoying. He did disable our spike shield that time, which kind of is frustrating. Because it means we probably won't be... Well, I would prefer to not have to waste 5. That's probably pretty good. So I'm going to do 7 and do the 6 with the weaken and call it. I prefer to save the limit break for the sorceress. She is kind of annoying. Handyman's not too bad of a fight. He did get Pea Shooter off, so we are going to take another 2 damage. That's okay. I do want to play this safe. I'm going to do the 5 damage there, though, and call it good. Oh, and we do get the level up. I didn't even realize that he was a level 3. Okay, so the anvil is an upgrade, so we can upgrade one of our existing weapons. So we can upgrade broadsword to do an extra damage. That's not great. On any even, it'll inflict a weaken. That's fine. It's not great, I don't think. But spike shield will now let us put a 6 in there as well. None of these are like the greatest upgrades to get, unfortunately. I mean, you're basically looking at 1 damage, easier weaken, which hasn't been really an issue, or an extra damage again. I mean, you're actually legitimately probably best off upgrading the shovel, because the other ones force you to use a 6. I guess the broadsword didn't. It's just a flat damage, which might have been the better call. But the other one's just forcing you to use up another 6, and not having 2 6s doesn't do you any good. Now you can get Iron Shield here. Iron Shield's also pretty good if you're just looking for more of a defensive item. I personally don't think that Iron Shield's that good. On this run, at least. Boomerang is just bad in general. I wouldn't usually take Boomerang. And then Buckler, it is smaller. It is a 1 slot, so it is a little more useful here, I suppose. But Iron Shield kind of does the same thing and lets you overcap, and you don't need 7 to get 4. So that's pretty much that. I am gonna go ahead and just use our limit break and try and just beat her ass. See, here's the real question. Do we want the double weaken and do 12, or do we want the extra 4 damage? We're probably best off... I'm gonna do it like this. I am gonna double the shield. And then we do have... I mean, we've got 2 5s. So we're basically just rolling to see... We got the 6 anyways, so we might as well re-roll this and see. So throw the 5 in there. Take the shield. Throw that, do 8 damage, and we're good to go. So, I mean... That was pretty good. We got a double weaken off, which is really nice. We also got it off on 2 of her stronger abilities, so we only took 3 damage in total through the shield. She did freeze our 6, which is really frustrating. I mean, I don't even want a 1, so... Okay, so we will get the weaken off that. We should be good, I think. Yep. That was a really, really easy sorceress fight, which is nice. Because she can cause some issues. We're going to go down to an explorer. Ooh, okay, so we got... I mean, Crystalina can be really frustrating. Iron Man's not too bad, so we're going to take him on first, I think. I think he is weak to ice, yeah. Which does us no good, but... I mean, starting with 2 6s is insane. And then we're basically just looking to see, you know, do we want to do damage on an even or just take the shield? I'll probably just always take what's higher. So I'm just going to do this. Call that a roll. I mean, it's pretty good. Did burn R3 and we have 3 1s, so Man, that's bad. I think we're just gonna go and try and just survive this. We do have a heal on this floor, I think. It's gonna hurt, yeah. We do have our limit break. Now we can do 11, so we're good. Boom, boom, and we're done. It was a bit of a rough fight. I haven't seen Fireman very much, so. Oh yeah, we get through Crystalina. I'll go back for this. I kind of spaced on it. We just got a super nice starting roll. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Do this. I'm gonna throw up shield. I think 5 shield's pretty good, especially against a character. Wow, she got 3 6s. That's insane. That is insane. She did use it on the crystal. That was a bad call. So she makes crystal weapons. She can make weapons that'll do different stuff with 6s. This one got crystallized negative, which does nothing, and for some reason she put it in there. So we kind of lucked out on that. Definitely gonna reroll the 1. Are we gonna reroll the 2? Yeah, that's not great. I think we definitely take the weaken. And then we're basically looking at, do we want 5 shield or 3 shield? I mean, we do have... I'm going to just play it safe. Go for the 5 shield, do 5 damage. And hope that we can maybe frag next turn, but... Alright. I'll take it. Gonna reroll the 1. Wow, that's really nice. Guess we just kind of look, well. We'll take the 3 shield. We're at 13 shield. I don't think we're gonna have to worry too much about her. She is gonna get one of these off. Oh, wow, she got shield blessing. That's pretty good. She had no dice to roll for the fire, so yeah, that works pretty well. We're just gonna... Oh, she had shield up. That's fine. I forgot she had shield on. Okay, so pretty okay Crystalina fight. We got Toxic Ooze, which will do flat damage, and on a 6 add 2 poison. That's not the worst. I am gonna take the 7-point heal here, and then we're going to fight Snowman, who can also be a little annoying. But he's not too bad. He does have 44 HP, which is frustrating. So we did start out with a 6. How close are we? It's still 12. That's a pain. That's really nice. So, I mean, we can do what? 6, 10, 18 damage? Or we can throw up 5 shield. I'm gonna throw up 5 shield. I value spike shield for the fact that you can choose. And it did negate input. Wow, it froze our 6. That sucks. I don't know if it freezes the highest one that you have, like the highest value dice that you have, or... Are you kidding me? Doesn't really matter which way we do it. I don't know if it freezes the highest value dice that you currently have, die that you currently have, or what. But it is frustrating regardless. Kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Probably like this. These freezes, man, that can be frustrating. You will also catch me saying, I'm gonna say it right now, I know that a singular dice is a die, but considering the game says dice for everything no matter what, I am going to say dice every time. Okay. I was trying to make sure we could get to KP there, so there we go. Cool. We did get the level up. We get to choose a reward. You can take Shield Bash, which will do flat shield damage, but you need doubles, so you can potentially do 12 with this, but it does take 2 dice, which is kind of annoying, and it does require doubles, which you have to roll for. If you don't get it, it's useless. So I am going to take an upgrade. You can only upgrade an item once as well, so I'll probably just take the flat single. Yeah, I'm going to take the flat broadsword damage. And then... I'll go ahead and trade her. So this is... The green 10 is like a trading offer, right? So she's offering to take my Toxic Ooze and I'll get Staff. So what Staff does is once you put in 8 value worth of dice, you'll do 6 fire damage and you'll get a burn as well. I'll take it. I don't think I want to use it. And we do have another upgrade on this screen, which is really nice. Aurora is kind of annoying. I've never seen Cowboy before. Let's go ahead and fight her first, so we can at least unlock a heal if need be. So we're gonna reroll the 1. Gonna reroll the 1 again. Bunch of 5s, huh? I kind of want the weaken, but I'm gonna roll it and see. Well, that sucks. Because she's one that can be a little annoying. She kind of has like stance changes, so she has like a thunder that'll inflict shock, a freeze, and a burn mode, and I think maybe a poison mode as well. So she can be really frustrating. I think we want to do this and that. And then are we more concerned about getting Spike Shield or just doing damage? I think we're just gonna do damage. Okay. She can change. She's gonna get a hurricane off, so she's gonna lock and die. So what that does is it's locked and we just can't use it. So it just won't let us use it at all. So she's kind of frustrating. If we want to use our shovel, which we won't be able to because our die is locked, so we'd have to unlock one. So one thing we're not gonna be able to use. We can do 9 damage. Basically, what I'm going to say is we should reroll and see if we can get a 5 or a 6. There you go. So that's our answer. So we do 6 damage there, 9 damage there, and we can kill her. Overall, pretty good fight. I will go ahead and just take the upgrade for Spike Shield. Go. Is 8 health. I'll save the HP for now. I don't know why I feel the need to, but all right, 2 6s on that first roll is really nice. Now we can put a 6 into Spike Shield, which is helpful. I think we're gonna do 3 shield, 6, 9, call it. So I'll probably use Fury next turn. This sucks. So there's just 1 poison. Yeah, that sucks. I guess we'll wait on Fury. See if I can get something. I mean, I'll probably just double this, I think. I'd love a 6. That's all right. So I'm going to Fury, double broadsword, 16, I think. And then we definitely don't have KP, so we're going to do that. Put up some shield. So we do have 6 shield. Unfortunately, I don't think it does us any good anyways, because damn it, dude. Because all he has is poison, and poison will ignore shield anyways. But we should be good to go anyways here. Let's see what the shop has. I mean, I can buy 10 HP, and I think I can buy an upgrade, right? I'm gonna buy the HP. Ooh, I don't want to do. I wasted it. That sucks. I'm sorry. That's totally on me. I was only 5 HP down. And I wasted 8, which could be a difference maker. So I believe he has the burn one, right? Yeah. So he has the staff. He also has a heal. So he's not terrible, but can be kind of annoying. I mean, we've got a 3 anyways, so. I'm gonna do it like that. We do want him to hit us a little bit. I want to be able to have the limit break ready for the boss fight, which, here you go. Okay. Because we have another one. All right, so that's, man, that's tough. I mean, we can do 6, 12, 16, 19. I think I'm just gonna take the 3 shield. And try and get that same roll next time. That's all right, that's good. I'm okay with that. We should have enough here anyways, I think. Yeah, we're gonna go. All right. And actually, I think the last one, so I think we're actually okay. Counterspell, if enemy rolls blank, that dice is locked. Interesting. I think you put a die in there, like you put a 6 in, and then if they roll a 6, that die becomes locked. But that could be good, especially on characters against, like, especially against like a Sneezy. I could see that being pretty good. But we will level up if we beat him. So I'm gonna hedge my bets. I'm gonna do this, this, this. 11 damage with 5 shield is pretty good. He's gonna do the 6 damage, so he did 1 to us, which is fine. I forgot that it no longer really matters what we have. I mean, 2 6s is insane. And we'll probably kill him next turn. We don't have any shield, but we did again weaken 6 shooter. He did get the 6, so he is gonna do 6 damage to us, but that's all right. We'll be fine. All right, we beat him. Gotta level up. We're at max. We got 1 more die. And make sure there's nothing here we wanted, just to be safe. We don't need it. We don't need it. And we don't need it. Yeah, so we're good. This is the boss fight. Warrior versus Sixxthice. Sixxthice. I don't like pronouncing that. Okay. So she's gonna have what, like 60 health maybe? Scratch is immune to lock and freeze. Okay. She has 70 health. Alright, so that's pretty insane. We do have more dice here to play with. I think I'm gonna hit her right away with the Fury so that it's on cooldown. And I actually want to... interesting. What moves does she have? A bit of everything, huh? Dude, I think I'm gonna take the shield. I think I want double shield. I know that's probably the wrong call, but... well, maybe not. I don't know. 10 shield's pretty good. It does effectively give us 10 more health. And so this one, the shadow one, will blind 3 of your dice so you can't see what they are. So we do have 4 freeze, which isn't a huge... Alright. That sucked. We got all 2s, huh? I'm gonna take the damage. We do have 10 shield still. Once the 10 shield goes away, I'm not as concerned. She's gonna use the curse. Yep. So curse will give you a 50-50 as whether this will work or not. So let's say I put the 6 in and I get the curse, it just won't take. So I think I'm gonna try and curse bait. And it worked. So we do get the 5. It'll only happen once too. So if you have curse and something gets cursed, it'll go away and you're good. So we did lose that. That kind of sucks. That's not a big deal. We do have 13 shield. I don't think we're in any any worry right now. We are gonna get 4 frees, so we're getting 4 more 1s. Yeah, so I think it's the top, like it's the biggest rolls. Okay, so that actually worked out pretty good. I'm gonna just take 5 shield again. I'm just gonna keep playing it slow like this because I don't think we're in any danger if we're constantly up with 10 shield. She can't do any damage to us anyways. Okay, so she's gonna blind 3 of our dice. It's not a huge deal. Again, I mean, let's do shield, 9 damage. And I didn't see what that was, but it did not apply, so it must have been odd. I think it was maybe a 3. Oh man, freeze is annoying. Let's just do it. Let's do 5 shield, 8 damage, and then 2 damage and a weaken, and hope that weakens the freeze. Maybe it did. Cool. So she needs the 4 and she didn't get it, so it's gonna lock 2 die, I think. Yep. So this is enough to kill her. And there we go. So we have won. We have won our first warrior run. Magnificent victory. You've earned another go at winning freedom and your heart's desire. Let's spin, 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 spin. And it's gonna land on the skull. Ah, damn. Always lands on the skull. Oh, bad luck. But don't worry, there are plenty more chances to spin where that came from. We have completed the Warriors' first episode. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, that's Dicey Dungeons. $15 on Steam if you're interested. Go ahead and check it out. I think it's a great game. I've been having a lot of fun with it. And the next run, we're going to do the Thief. So I'm going to take a short intermission here. Or it'll be the end of the video if you're watching on YouTube. And then we'll be back to do the Thief run. I'll see you in a minute.